I didn't know if you wanted one for your butt too, since your butt hurts.
Hi everyone, my name is Ed Gansel. I'm the lead singer and one of the guitarists for the band Skinny Rinkus.
And I'm Chris Silvani, lead guitar player for Harpo and the band Sucker Punch.
We're definitely brothers for life, so we decided to get together and interview local musicians to find out what's going on in their world. Together, we are a Bond-Unbroken. So welcome to SikStrings and LoudPipes. Sit back and enjoy the ride. All right, you ready to do this?
Yes, I am. Let's get this going.
Now. Ed, if I come back out and you guys are doing this, if I just duck, it won't see me, right?
No, it won't.
Okay.
Nope, you're good. Nope, you're good. What do we cover?
Is it recording now again?
It is.
Okay. You had said you wanted to talk about the Harpo years.
Yes. Before we do, though, the years with Sue Bloom. You guys did a demo. I have that somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, I have that on tape somewhere.
That was, what was there, a couple originals and then a couple covers, correct?
Yep.
I believe Flying High Again was on that.
Maybe.
By Ozzy. I think so.
Yes, I believe you're right. All right, let's talk about your Harpo years. What made you decide to go try out?
Well, I had heard that they were looking for a guitar player, so I cornered Bill one night at where the hell was it? Fiddlesticks, I think. And just said, hey, I heard you're looking for a guitar player. And apparently they were like, it was hush-hush at the time, and they didn't. Yeah, anyway, I ended up trying out. I ended up getting the spot. And the drummer Jetson that was with him was quitting to join. I think he was going to join Jack Pyers, those guys. So they ended up looking for a drummer, so I ended up bringing Richard in. So Richard and I both got the spot. We joined, it was October of '89. I'm pretty sure that's when it was. Lots of amazing years there. Lots of killer gigs, lots of cool gigs. Opening for some nationals. Open for Jackal, open for Queensryche on the big stage.
That's awesome.
That was definitely cool. Got to play up at Montage Mountain for that one. There was just a lot of cool gigs.
Yeah, there was. Who was the band? Did the guitar stay at your house? I remember him signing. I don't remember what band it was. I remember him signing an album. Said, "To the greatest guitarist in Williamsport, except when I'm in town."
That was White Lion.
White Lion. That's
That was
it.
Vito Bratta. That's funny. You remember that?
Yeah.
They stayed in Jersey Shore, of all places.
Okay.
They played in Jersey Shore, at a bar in Jersey Shore. And thank you.
You're welcome.
We have audio this time.
That was the Silent Partner days. That was not a Harpo thing. That was the other band. Silent Partner.
Never heard of that one.
Willie Shibley. I played with Willie, and Todd Horak was the drums. O.J. Day was the singer.
I heard of maybe two of them.
Yep. But Willie, there's another guy that was a heavy influence. Very, very heavy influence.
Who was that?
What's that?
Who was that?
Willie Shibley.
Willie Shibley. I've heard that name.
Great guitar player. Learned a lot from him too.
By the time you went off and did that, I was off having a family.
Yes.
I wasn't playing anymore.
You were done at that point?
I was just, it wasn't a good time. You know what I mean? I had a family I had to raise, and I decided to, I still recorded at home. I still played more than I should have, but it was okay. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Because, when it was all said and done, by the time our daughter was 16, was when we started the band Skinny Rinkus. It was time to do it. It was just time.
And how was that?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. It's greatest times I've ever had.
Yep.
No question. Yep. Good group of guys, good lineup. Even we went through several members over the years. It's just circumstances work out the way they are, and sometimes people have to leave and have other things to do, and that's okay. No, I never really worried about that.
Who was in the band?
So early on, the original lineup was Mike Miller on drums, Gary Snyder on lead guitar and vocal, Mikey Schwartz on bass and vocal, and it was me splitting the vocals and solos. It was the four of us, but I learned early on I really enjoyed the singing thing, so I was okay with Gary playing whatever solos he wanted. I didn't care.
Right.
I just really, I enjoyed fronting the band. It was something I never thought I could do before. Really enjoy it.
Yes, which you're an awesome singer, so.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Amazing singer.
Well, I don't know about amazing, but
Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty amazing.
nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good front man, too.
Good front man.
Mhm.
I agree.
Really good front man.
I remember our first show was at the benefit over in Montgomery for the Katrina disaster. It was in October. We go out there, and I'm like, I'm ready. Nervous as shit, but I'm ready. We go out there. I don't know what the first song was. We open up, and as soon as I heard the shock of my voice coming out of the PA, I just went into a panic mode. So I'm trying to sing and keep my head on straight, and I'm just ruining it for myself. Ruining it. And I'm thinking, it'll get better. So we go into the second song, and it was somewhere in the middle of that second song, it hit me like a rock. It was like, oh my God, if I'm going to do this, I need to get it right now. And it flipped the switch for me, and from that day on, I was like, I got this.
Awesome.
Yep, I'll never forget that. That was just a defining moment for me, because I was so embarrassed. So
Wow.
all I could do was make or break myself at that point.
Wow.
Did you ever have a moment like that?
I've had some moments of panic over the years. Be it whether it was a certain gig or if it had been a while since we gigged. There was moments of panic that really got to me, really shattered my nerves. But for the most part, I was pretty confident when I went on stage and played. Now, when I say that, I had good nights and bad nights like anybody else. But for the most part, I was pretty confident when I hit the stage. So I remember that. But the moments of panic were not cool. I know what that's like, so.
Yeah.
Very unfun.
I remember one time we were in the middle of doing a song. It fell apart in the middle. We've been doing it a while. And it just started falling apart. Everybody's in a different place. And it was like, oh my God, this is not good. So finally, I just started singing, thinking, they'll figure out where we're at. Oh, it just kept going. And I got through that last chorus, and finally everybody's on the same page. And we got done, and I said, listen, if that ever happens again, just fucking stop playing. Just stop. One of the guys at the band, he used to get mad at me because I'll poke fun at myself. If I mess up, he didn't ever want me to point it out. He felt it was unprofessional, but to me it was like, I'm as human as everybody else.
Right.
And I'm okay with laughing at myself. I don't mind that.
Who was that? Who got on your case?
That was Gary. Gary was more professional than I was, for sure. He had more experience at playing live than I did. But I think he understood. I think he got comfortable with me going ahead and pointing out my errors. I just have no problem with it. Because, I mean, it's obvious. To any musician out there, they know I did it. And to most people who know the songs, they know I did it. So it's...
Yeah, I tend to make it pretty clear to people. I roll my eyes, and
Yeah.
I don't mean to do that, but it does happen. It just happens. It
you
just
do.
comes out that way.
Yeah.
Well, you have to go in and have fun. It can't be all professional. I mean, it doesn't make it fun. People on the outside like to get to know who you guys are, and if you can see the real who you are, that you make mistakes,
Right.
I think it makes it better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So
I agree.
We're human beings.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like to the other people, you're untouchable, and it's like, no, you guys are real people with, just real people that
Yep.
aren't perfect.
I can remember when Greg came in the band after Gary left, things just changed. They just started going fast quick, and it's had nothing to do with Gary. It just was the timing. And Greg, I mean, he fit the bill. He just fit the bill. And Gary was an amazing guitarist, still is. I shouldn't say was, but just something, I don't know, just something clicked. It just, things got good quick.
It transformed.
It really did.
Really?
And like I said, it has nothing to do with Gary or even Mikey Lee even. It was just the timing. Those guys put the sweat and blood into where we got to that point.
Right.
And we played a lot of gigs for $200. A lot of gigs.
Right.
And we were actually starting to work up to 3, maybe 4. You know what I mean? And because locally no one wanted to pay anything. And even if you had to run 40, 50 miles away, they're still only going to give you 200, 250, whatever, in the door or whatever.
I remember many nights playing for the door.
But when Greg came in, that was when it just all shifted. Everything shifted right then. I mean, it was just timing. It was completely timing. And now the current lineup today is Greg Sowers on lead guitar and vocal. I'm singing. I'm the front man. I play some guitar, some solos. I don't have to play. Greg has it so that I don't even have to play. And then Wiley on the drums, and Lee Barrett on bass.
It's a great lineup.
I love it. We're all on the same page all the time, and we just get together enough to jam. We'll go do an open mic or an opener. We did that opener with you, and I got to tell you what, that was one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. A shout out to Steve Reeser for
Yep.
the incredible sound production.
Yep. That's the band now for me was Sucker Punch. Jesse Rhodes done drums and Joe Lorenzo on bass and Bill Schwartzlander singing, who's the original singer from Sucker Punch.
More on Harpo, Skinny Rinkus, and Sucker Punch. And a few more name drops on some local legends coming up next time on SikStrings and LoudPipes. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.